Good evening. We have 7:01 PM on April 13th, 2026. We're calling this select board meeting to order. You folks hear me okay up there? Someone just give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Appreciate it. Entertaining any motions regarding previous minutes? You have Alice Foot, you have Carolyn Bronze, and Orena Brand. I hope I said your name correct. Okay.
You did. Yeah.
O-R-E-N-N-A. Thank you, Orena. E-N-N-A Brand, B-R-A-N-D. A-N-D. It's quite all right. Again,
I make a motion that we accept them.
thank you.
Make a motion that we accept the minutes as written.
I have a motion that's been made
Second that.
and seconded to accept the previous minutes as written. All those in favor, please state aye. Remember, turn on your mics. Please say aye.
Aye.
We have 4-0. Accept the previous minutes. Moving on. We have finance with Tom, our town treasurer. Tom, welcome. Oh, thank you for coming in this evening.
You're welcome. I don't have much, it's always disappointing. I would like to be here all night listening to me, but if you flip to the first or second page there of your stack, I just wanted to ask you a question about the accounts within the general fund that we have.
Yes, sir.
On town meeting day, you voted for the BCC, 3,000, I believe, for their regular kind of budgeted stuff for what they typically spend. But you also had another 10,000 that was voted that, as I understand it, was kind of a reserve for being able to match something. So what I did was I stuck it in the right corner of this. But I wanted to ask you if you wanted to open another bank account for that. It seemed like we've got 14 bank accounts already.
Is there something that you can put it in that might earn a few points?
Interest bearing.
I looked up the interest rates like 0.10% and 0.20% or 0.20%. So it's almost nothing. I mean, it was about $10 a year, maybe, if it was in its own account. I kind of looked at the paving fund or one of your other funds that you had money in that was just not our big money funds. So it seemed like the interest was minimal, but if you want to have it in its own account, I'd have to get you to go in and we'd have to be signees on it and all that jazz. So I just didn't know. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I put it here for now, so at least it's.
Well, what's the interest in our current fund it's in?
Good question. Probably a little more than point two was the smaller ones. Those are the small. So I think the ones, because we have the sweep accounts that have a higher rate, but I don't know what it is. I can look that up.
Agree with Lance. We should find something that would
Because it's almost like it probably makes more money being part of the general fund, because that's.
I mean,
That's a
for
good
now,
question.
I think it would be safe that we don't have enough to do anything really. For now, it would be good to put it in even a CD.
Yeah, so long as we can cash the CD in and then give a notice.
It would
without
have to be
penalty.
short term, and I know the short term accounts make less.
Yeah.
But if we put it into a CD for a year period, if we could get
I
something
can-
back.
Yeah, and if the CD was a higher rate than what you're getting in the general fund, which is where it's sitting now,
Yeah, makes sense.
I can look at that and go ahead and get that at least started, or at least report back to you and
Okay.
let you know what the options are and how much difference it would make.
I think that would be best.
In the event of a quick, we've got an opportunity and we need to do it in the next 2 months and the money's in, well, usually you just have to show that you have the money, right? You're not, so.
Yeah, I don't know, but that was gonna be my question
Yeah.
too, was if they had an opportunity to use it for something.
As
But
long as we can
if
show.
you just have to prove you have it, I guess.
Yeah.
We could shuffle cards with the trustees
Yeah.
as
I was
well.
going to say, yeah, we can try to
Yeah.
make
No,
it happen.
so no big deal, but get it set up in another account if it makes sense to do so.
I think the best bet is to go out, get the research and bring back the numbers and we can get a motion going.
I'll do that.
Are there any other accounts that we should do that with?
Uh,
It's probably been discussed. in
Paving
the
grant,
past, but-
I mean, it depends on how much you can get. The paving grant is generally every 3 years you'll get one. It's possible that you could get one before then,
You know,
but
what
anything that we could put in where it earns something will help us.
you know what will be a good one? The reappraisal fund, once we get past this and we're building up for the next
Absolutely.
reappraisal. that would be, I believe, a good one to
We
do
could
that.
put that one
Yeah.
in for.
Well, let me see, when I'm asking them,
Yeah.
I'll find out, because usually it's, well, if you got 50,000 in there, it's this rate, and 100,000 gets you more. So let me see if I can find out what all the different levels are that are available, I guess. And, communities where we have everything at the moment, might be someone else has something else, but I suspect they have something competitive to,
Point.
The only other one
five.
is
Exactly.
County repair fund, we barely touch that every year. I mean, we do tap it a little bit, but I think we have like.
yeah, you got the whole list on the front page. The front page is all your money.
And so, if you could get interest off that too, I guess. I think the key thing here, Tom, is you bring up a good point, Amber, and everybody here brings up a good point. Let's take a look at where our money is and what it's doing for us.
Well,
Because obviously we know the town hall repair fund has been sitting at this amount, not this exact amount, but it's been sitting at a decent amount for a few years now.
Yeah.
It would have behooved us to have this thought probably a couple of years ago, and we'd have, $8 more, but it's still $8 for it.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, you can do a couple cups of coffee out on town meeting day.
Yeah, let's take a look, find out what our best bets are, I think, if everyone's in agreement with that.
Yeah.
And then we could take a look at the accounts at the next meeting that you're at and
Right.
figure out what we may want to do with it.
Review our financial picture.
Please, thank you.
Sounds good.
Anything else?
Oh,
Highlights for us?
just again, going quickly, these are just things that you may or may not notice, but if you go to the road income expense. Two things that I sort of starred here. But the first one was we paid the stormwater fee twice,
Oh,
and
Oops.
everybody here except Amber probably missed it. And as did Kathy, because it was literally the next warrant. It was on two warrants that were two that I didn't notice it. Kathy didn't notice it, but they're sending the money back is the whole point. So in fact, but I just so that everybody's accountable on this one, and I should have seen it myself and noticed, but it's going to appear it's on here too, is a similar shop expense, something got paid and they refunded the money.
$1,122.08.
QuickBooks. I can kind of net it out so that you don't see it down there as being overstated, but that screws up the auditors because they're going through and checking off what got deposited like a refund and what got written for a check. So you'll see up top under refunds is where the offset, a few of those things are. So at least you can see that, okay, the shop expense there that we anyway, part of that was because there was a refund due, but I can, but I'm not going to, because the auditors will holler at me.
God, let's just leave it. There's
Leave it up there, just so you know that's part of it. That little refund section for a couple of items like that is there.
problem, it's easily, and some of this stuff is easily explained. For instance, the double paying of the one stormwater. You get a bill comes in, you look at it, you put it in, they send a second one because we didn't pay it in their
Or
mind.
one thing, it's like, yeah, it's not,
Like, so long as we catch it, we get it back. I don't think there's any major.
exactly.
you know,
We caught it when I went to file it and said, oh, there's already one here. So it's our best defense is, you file it and there's an invoice for the same thing there.
Tom, I may be late to the game. Is your mic on?
It is lights on.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Like to remind folks.
And last thing, you mentioned paving, just briefly, but Kathy explained this to me where that paving fund, you wait until you get a grant and then you take the money out of that and
Yes.
it reimburses the road fund. Is that kind of how it works, 20% or something?
It's a matching grant.
All right, but you just leave it in the
I
paving,
think our share is 10%. So.
okay, but you just leave it in that paving account until you get the grant and then, is that the way it's been done in the past? So
Yes.
unless you needed the money, I guess, before to pay for it, but it's already been paid for last year, I think, the paving. You're just waiting on the grant, so that makes sense. And lastly, I got called for jury duty.
Oh, no.
I lasted a long time. That's the first time. So I don't think that'll have any impact unless I'm sequestered for some murder trial, which in Vermont, at least the likelihood of that is lower. If I have to, I might have to come in the evening or something and write checks. The road might get their checks a day late, but they'll just have to deal.
Al's well, he has no problem.
Which
Al said we can go 2 days. He's good.
Yeah, I'm not too worried, but I do, I have to report May 5th and then Have you guys all served on jury before?
I
Mike?
never have.
Okay, my wife's been called 3 times in
Snowbins?
Franklin County, yeah, whatever the ones.
I call it Snowbins. Snowbins, right? I
Yeah,
got called, since I've been here, I got one jury duty in 2019 or 2020. I had one summons led me to 5 trials I sat on.
no,
5. I went and they gave me, there were 3 trials on the first date and I got all 3 trials. I was like, come on.
Obviously an
And
ideal
I
guy.
guess, yeah, like actually was forming on all of them too, a true story. But, and then they said, this was September, they said, good news, we need you all to come back in December. I said, I've already got 3, because they picked my first trial and where I'm from. When you got, it was 1 trial, 1 day. So I got a trial. I got one day to go, "Well, where are you going?" I'm like, what do you mean I got picked? And they're like, yeah, sit down. You're back in the thing. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, not 1 trial, 1 day here. It's, you got to go. And I'm like, oh, okay. 3 trials on the first one. The second one, they called it back in December. To come back in December, I sat down 2 trials. I got picked on both of them. And the 1 trial started after lunch.
well, I'm hoping I'm not the gold standard juror that you. Well, you guys kind of tarnished or something, we don't quite as much.
There was one other guy who took 4 out of the 5, and him and I were laughing. I'm like, what did we do wrong?
Yeah, this is your best.
Maybe I should lie next time. I have no idea.
Yeah, this is your-
Work with it.
What is
No,
it?
I'll let you know. I'll keep you
About
posted.
$30 a day still?
What's
I
that?
think it was like 25 or 30.
Less?
I think it was 25 a day, something like that. It wasn't, thank God work paid me my salary because they did
Yeah,
not make it.
that's all I had and then some, I guess, with that discussion.
Good luck with
But
that.
if you have questions, or email me as always. I know you can't look through every detail while we're sitting here trying to get through things.
Anybody have anything for Tom?
There wasn't a lot that jumped out at me. Go ahead, Lance. You look like you have a question.
No, I'm all set. Things look,
All right. And trustees, I will have like
The grand list one?
for you guys coming up. The trustees, I will have one for you guys for like some interest distribution, and I'll send you an email. I know that's not really part of this meeting, but just
everybody paid. Has anybody missed payment?
who were we talking?
Well, one of them would be Nick Newitt.
Oh, you mean on a loan payment? Is that what you're talking?
Yeah.
I think they're caught up now. So yes, that,
All
yeah,
I care about.
yeah. I think everybody's caught up now.
Caught up, that's all I care about.
Yeah, well, no, I think there was a couple months, but then paid up 3 months at a time.
He
So,
had the option of paying it just once a year if he wanted,
yeah,
so.
we can always switch it to that. Right now, it's still monthly. Everybody else, I think, is a yearly. Okay,
I
Yeah.
really don't.
Yeah.
As long as he keeps up to date, I don't care.
yep, sounds reasonable. I'll let you know.
Thank you.
2 quick things.
Yeah,
First is the grand list fund. I'm assuming that's because we're paying out to have our work done or have paid out, and that's
the
why
lister stuff.
it's grand list fund and negative almost 7.
That one, I think the other one I kept separate. Maybe, let me look at it here.
That is a negative $69,402.
I think you were, if you look back. I think that's just you, I don't want to say dug a hole prior to Tyler, but I don't think that's,
I think this is the Tyler bit that we're being billed because we did not, if I remember correctly, and I'm gonna look towards everyone else, including Tammy, who's on the list, I believe what we did was originally we were not putting those funds into the grand list main audit fund. We were paying the listers from it, and that's how we quote unquote dug our hole.
Yes.
So I'm looking at the number. I'm just, 69 is the negatory. So,
well, and I'm just looking at the expenses there.
I mean, it's not
Yes.
that high. I only showed 3,000.
But I think we paid Tyler more than that, is why I'm thinking that Tyler isn't there. I'm trying to find
The
the,
balance as of January was 69. So I put the 3,000 in. Yeah, so this was before January 1st, 69. So that had to be our lead up. Because we were paying them 3,500 or something a couple times. Right. Next meeting, can you just give us a breakout of that 60?
because it was again, I don't think that's in there, and I can roll it back and see what it was
Please.
starting last year and, you know, how much? Because it was negative, I think, since I've been here, but maybe it was some reason behind that, so.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think really, Tom, it was because we were under the impression the money the state was giving us was to pay the listers, and it was really to do this grand list.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've learned our lesson there. The listers are gonna work for free.
Yeah. So yes, I can put that, yeah, the history of that amount, I'll put that together for next time,
Perfect.
a
Thank you.
detailed history.
One other thing that I want to make you aware of, I have an email I was told was sent today, which I will get over to you, and this is for the replacement of the furnaces in the basement. This is kind of like a MERP thing, but it's finance. So they sent me the invoice. They're going to invoice us, as they said in their initial proposal, 60% up front. And I think I have that invoice that we have to pay out. Okay, for the 60% up front. This is important for another reason. I received an email regarding the MERP, and what the email has come back and told me was May 15th, the state's going to look to start pulling that money back if we don't use it.
Yeah.
So we got to get these projects moving forward. I know we've been waiting for the weather to break. Unfortunately, you ladies may have to sit here with some sweaters on. Because we need to start these projects or we're going to lose the funding. So I spoke to Hubbard, his name is Everett, and Everett said that he will be sending, and he just called me. That's who called me when we were standing here 5 minutes before the meeting, or 10 minutes. He said he sent me the invoice, which shows 60%, as well as I don't know if it's an invoice or a picture of what the guy said, but what it's going to take the carpenter to open up
Oh, the wall.
the wall, move
Yeah.
stuff down and replace it. This does not include the steps for the simple reason that he did not ask the carpenter about this.
No, it's just a project that
We wanted,
we should take care of.
yeah, that we wanted to. So, well, it wouldn't be bad once they get let them take it out and then replace the steps. and then
We
these-
should take that out of the building maintenance fund anyway.
Oh, yeah, no, but I'm just,
So I'm gonna say town hall repair, is that where that would come out of then?
The stairs.
it depends on what we have left because we had some funds that we were talking about utilizing for, because it's part of the removal. So we may be able to classify that under the MERP. And
Okay.
the other thing that's still hanging on MERP, and I apologize, the other thing still hanging on MERP is the electric upgrade. Cause I think we're like a 90 amp service or something like that. So we need to start getting this stuff going or else we could potentially lose it. That's all I'm saying. Well, we have I already sent an email and go, hold on a moment. You knew we were doing this way. You know, if the state starts going, hey, there's a bucket of cash here, you need to explain to them that we've been holding up for the weather to break because it's too cold to do it. So that's why when he said, I need to send you the invoice for
And-
60%, I said, perfect.
They're the ones that told us we had to do it in a specific order.
That's right. That is right.
But
So
the sooner we can start expending that money.
the better off we are.
So
So-
will you be sending me something that I have to sign off as treasurer? Just,
Just so everybody here knows, I'm going to send it to everybody and you so that you have it because it's going to be quote unquote a bill to be paid. So
then that'll just still get on a warrant then and we'll.
it's going to have
pay
to
it
go
out
to
of-
warrant for MERP, right? It's going to have to be pulled from, we'll have to track it under MERP because we seek reimbursement. That reimbursement for the April timeframe will be June, the end of June, I believe. Okay, so that's when we'll seek reimbursement. Okay,
Nice.
thank you. That's anything else for Tom? Nope. Tom, thank you for coming in this
Thank you.
evening.
No problem.
Weather's getting better. At least the drive's got to be.
It is, no, it's still light out. I just have to watch out for Dee. You know, it's
Oh,
always
Exactly.
waiting to jump out in front of me.
On our consent agenda, we have other, is there any others? That you folks want to talk about consent? Yeah, we can grab that. Why don't we discuss that down under MERP? We'll get that, but yes, please. We're gonna move forward and we don't really have any visitors. However, we know that we have some folks here that graciously Carolyn had presented a potential grant or funding source for some work. And she has a representative from the FCNRCD. Oh my Lord, that's a lot of letter.
yes.
FCNRCD. Franklin County National, maybe regional.
Close. It's Natural Resources Conservation District.
Thank you.
Thank you. You want to introduce yourself, please?
Sure. And I do have a PowerPoint presentation, which I'm happy to present if that's all right with you.
Perfect.
Okay, let me see if I can share this. All right. Can you all see this?
Yes.
Great.
Yes,
Yeah, so
there it is.
my name is Arena Brand. I'm with the Franklin County Natural Resources Conservation District, which, yes, is a long abbreviation, a long acronym. This is our mission statement. If you're not familiar with us and our work, we work with land stewards. That could be agricultural producers or anyone who owns land in Franklin County and communities, and try to support connections that benefit our natural resources, including water quality, soil health, and the working landscape. And we don't just work in Franklin County, we also do some work in Grand Isle. And you might know it's because we've done a couple projects in Bakersfield in the past few years. We took out the Johnson's Mill Dam in August of 2021 on the Bogue Branch. And if you know about that project, you also might know that there are some erosion problems that we're dealing with related to that project because there were some flooding events, and it's also just a high energy stream. So some of the bank stabilization work that we did there has come undone, but we're working on some adaptive management right now to manage that erosion better, which you might all know because I think you have supported that project, and we're working pretty closely with the Conservation Commission on that. Additionally, we're doing a riparian planting, a riparian restoration on Cooks Brook. Next week, actually, is when we're implementing that project, and that is on Rosalie Williams land. So just to give some context, those are some projects that we have done and are doing in Bakersfield. And Carolyn generously invited me to come and speak to you all, and thanks, Carolyn, for making the connection because we're currently doing a municipal outreach project development initiative with funding from the State Natural Resources Conservation Council, another acronym, NRCC. It's a really small state agency that basically is just a pass-through for DEC money, so you might not have heard of it. But so we're working with every single municipality in Franklin County to try and identify potential non-regulatory projects that we can support through scoping and development, pursuing funding, and managing design and implementation. So should clarify that we ourselves are not our source of funding, but we have funding to help you pursue funding for any projects that we identify. So that is the reason that I'm here. I have independently done some review of documents, planning documents, including your hazard mitigation plan, your stormwater mapping, the regional tactical basin plan for Basin 6 to try and see what projects are out there. But I also just wanted to kind of come to this meeting and talk to you and also to the Conservation Commission to learn if you guys have any projects that are kind of on your mind in any of these areas, because sometimes the ideas that are the best are not in documents, and you kind of have to live in the town itself to know what's going on a particular section of road or stream. And please stop me if you have any questions, but otherwise I'll keep plugging through my presentation. But the areas that we are working in are rivers, roads, stormwater, forest, and wetlands. We're also doing some lake shoreland restoration, but that's not quite relevant for Bakersfield. So any of the bullet points in this slide represent a project that we could potentially help apply for funding to implement. But I just want to stress that these have to be non-regulatory projects, so nothing that is required under like an MS4 permit, MRPG permit, for example. So there's that. The projects that we've identified so far through my just kind of cursory document overview, I haven't gone super in depth yet, are the Browns Pond Dam removal that's called out in the Missisquoi Basin Tactical Basin Plan. And I believe that my supervisor, Lauren Weston, has brought that idea to you all before. The creating a stormwater master plan is also called out in the tactical basin plan, and doing erosion inventory is also called out in the TBP. So those are kind of the three things that I've identified so far, but I'm really curious to either have a conversation now or for folks to contact me individually and just hear about any other projects that you guys might know that I'm not going to be able to find in any of these documents that I'm reviewing. So that's my little spiel. And I'll also say this is the best way to contact me. This is my email. And that was really fast and a lot of information at once, so I'm happy to repeat anything. But yeah, so I'll go back to this project types slide if that's probably the best thing to look at. But yeah, Carolyn, I don't know if you want to say anything about what the Conservation Commission is thinking. But yeah, that's kind of what I have to say.
Carolyn,
Seems like
Can't
you're
hear you.
muted.
you're on
Yeah.
mute, Carolyn. There you go.
Okay. Actually, we don't really know of any specific projects. I mean, the so-called arena in Belvedere Road is private property. There's a lot of damage up there, I understand, but that's not something that we can take on. And we don't really have any big rivers. I'm not sure about, I was thinking road, like culverts and maybe erosion on the roads, but I don't know of any specific damage there. Does anybody else have?
Would that include culverts, Lorena?
Yes, yeah, it could be the removal of undersized culverts and replacement and
Okay.
related erosion issues.
Yeah, we've got several culverts that are gonna need replacing this year.
Yeah,
Let me ask you this, because I did not know about Rosalie's, and Rosalie happens to be my neighbor.
Okay.
I didn't know about Rosalie. She's a private landowner. Do these projects have to be driven by the town? Or could they be driven by a private landowner who has an issue with erosion and such?
could be either. The majority of projects that we do are with private landowners. And so we're absolutely happy to, if we identified a project that the town wanted to prioritize and it was on private land, we would be happy to meet with the landowner and try and figure out if that's something they're interested in as a part of the project development. We're also curious about any projects that are on municipally owned land. But I know that's pretty limited in terms of just how much land is municipally owned. So, but it could be either.
So the Belvedere Mountain Road area, what Karen just referred to as the arena, I mean,
Mhm.
that's sort of been on our radar for a long time, but there's not much the town can do about that land because it's privately owned.
Right.
But that doesn't mean to say that those landowners might not be interested in having some
Yeah.
help with that. So Mary Baker is one of the landowners. And I don't remember off the top of my head who the others are. Manchester Investment.
This wasn't my turn.
Go ahead, Lance.
Lorena, this is,
Yeah.
this area that we're speaking of, it would be considered a wetland. Is being severely damaged by four-wheelers, turning it into a mud hole. And
Right.
it is on what it was, is a class 4 road.
Class 4 road.
And
You can't tell where the road where the road is anymore.
I mean, we've lost that road. It's untravelable.
Right. Yeah, I believe.
Wetlands?
No,
No,
so what
it's-
they've done is they're off-roaded ATVs.
And we should be clear they're off-road vehicles. It's not, we're not just blaming the four-wheelers. It's
Right.
very
It's
sensitive.
off-road.
area.
Right.
It's
They're
off-road.
always-
And what's happening is they've left the actual road damaged it so bad you can't even tell where the road is anymore.
Yeah.
And it becomes quite a marsh up there now because they're rutting it out. And it's affecting but the state came up, help me out. Who was with the
18
state?
months ago,
Yeah.
it was
They required-
the forester. It was the Franklin County Forester. At the time it was Nancy Patch.
Right.
Yeah.
So they
Interesting.
came up and examined it and they're concerned for obviously the biological animals and everything in that bed. The habitat, thank you, that's a good way to put
It's
it.
a wetland
Forgot about
habitat.
that. And it's just getting wrecked. So the thing
Right.
is that's why I asked, because us as a town, we were trying to figure out how to help, but we really can't.
We've hit
get that.
roadblock after roadblock
Right.
after roadblock in trying to do something.
Yeah, and Nikki has spearheaded this project for us, so she's the best person to to talk about it. I would just say with the private homeowners on both landowners on both sides, that's why I asked, is this, and seeing Rosalie's being a private landowner, if you deal with them, that may be a recourse for
Yeah.
them, is to reach out to the FCNRCD and try to, well, it's right there. It's right there. Thank you for having that acronym up there. But
Right, yeah.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the avenue we've been waiting for.
Right. So it's not, and that's been part of our problem is the town can't do the work per se because it's not our land to do the work on.
Yep.
But we could certainly, maybe Karen, you and I can connect and I can give you the names with Tammy's help of the landowners in that area. I know Mary Baker has been, she's been very active with us. She's a great place to start. They have a camp up there. Land that her family's had for a long, long time, decades. So she, I think, would be a great place to start in terms of knowing what's happening up there and having a real vested interest.
Yeah, that sounds great. I mean, if you, Nikki, and Carolyn wanted to meet, and then Carolyn could give me contact info and let me know what the best way to approach reaching out to those landowners is, I'd be absolutely happy to do that. And approach it from the perspective of, oh, we'd like to potentially scope this site to do a wetland restoration. Then it's apolitical, and that might be a good approach to that.
I have one of our road crew foreman coming down to the table because he's excited.
Great.
Just a quick question. You're out on these roads all the time. Is there something that you can see from our perspective that may pop out that we can, kind of the homeowners? Right. I mean, is there anything that you could think of?
Well, actually, I was speaking in class 4. That was one of my questions I had for you guys. I was approached by 2 different landowners up there, one a few months ago and one yesterday, about helping out with the culverts up there because there's 2 of them that have failed. And I know this from being told that we don't do a lot of work in class 4 roads. So I said I would ask you guys and see what your thoughts was. It's 2 culverts that have failed. I'm guessing one of them has failed from abuse from. Yes. I took a ride up there today and looked at it. I think they're both fairly easy fixes. It's just whose responsibility is it? Is it us to fix it, or is it the private landowners up there? I don't know. That's one of those.
Another piece for Carolyn. Maybe give the names and to Nikki or whatever, and then when she gives over the other names, you can give those. The other one I'm thinking of now, looking at you and thinking of conversations we had, is Lost Nation Road was underwater, right?
Yeah.
A big problem with that.
Oh, yeah.
And
Trouble is, if you raise the road, it creates a dam. And at high water season, it's gonna go over, it'll take the bridge out.
Water will do its thing.
See, it acts, the road acts as a dike right now, but it's lower than the bridge. So when we get seriously high water conditions, there's some relief by going over the road. And if
Yeah.
we forced it all through the bridge, I'm afraid we'd lose the bridge.
That would be much worse.
Yeah, and it always stays flooded for less than a day,
Yeah.
usually, and then it recedes pretty quick.
Maybe we could figure a way to move the water quicker out of there if they could do some kind of study, see if we could somehow get that water.
We'd have to create some pretty good size, either by another bridge or large bore culverts, to relieve the flow. And
Get it on.
In advance, right?
Right, get it under and over. And then the other one is that there's always concerns of, and I don't know if this would even help as PUDVA. With all the challenges up there, hitting the granite and stuff, and we were looking, remember, we walked that like a year and a half.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Was it a year and a half, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Trying to see how to get the water. I'm just saying a study for the water. Maybe there's something they can.
oh, it's all stormwater related.
Yeah.
So
Hudson is actually in pretty good shape now.
Is it?
It held
You
up,
guys
yeah.
did your trenching?
Yeah, we did the ditching, we put a curtain drain at the top, and
Let's break that off of the list then. We fixed
it
it.
seemed, knocking was good, that was good.
Awesome. Thank
for
you.
now.
Yeah.
So Anna, what's the time frame? Are these funds that are ongoing? Is this like we need to do something in the next 12 months to take advantage? What's the
It
When-
is before the end of the calendar year that we need to have developed these projects. So, or rather, I guess, identified them and begun developing them. And then we would apply for funding from the Northwest Regional Planning Commission, acting as the clean water service provider to do any further preliminary engineering and design. So yeah, we are talking kind of a quick time frame. But and we don't need to have any projects right now. I just wanted to kind of put myself and my organization on your radar in case things do come up. Please reach out to Carolyn or me directly because we're always looking for projects and are really trying to work with municipalities specifically.
I think those two are a good.
I
start.
think we've got to this is really helpful. Thank you so much for taking the time because
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it's
of course.
getting the cogs moving.
Good. That's what I wanted. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You have a good evening.
Anyone have anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Carolyn,
Okay.
thank you as well for setting.
I
this
will
up.
email you
Carolyn.
tomorrow, Carolyn, and we'll
Okay,
start talking about this if that's okay.
sounds
Alright.
good.
Have a wonderful evening.
All right. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Seeing Alice Foot or Gary, are you just watching or do you have something you wish to bring forward? Okay, well, they may be away from the computer. And Carolyn, I know you're just getting up. Are you done with, you have anything extra?
No, we can't.
No, I think I'm done. And I'll get together with you, Nikki, and we'll figure some stuff out.
Yep. Sounds good.
Thank you.
You're welcome to stay. I just want to make sure we don't miss if you had something extra that you needed.
No, I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for bringing them forward to us.
You're welcome.
Moving on. No grants this month, this meeting. Roads, Alan.
They're horrible. Yeah.
Things considered, not bad. I mean,
The roads are muddy. That's the problem, you know. I was out Thursday and Friday with the grader, hitting some of the dry ones just to try to ease the pain a little bit. But I can only do a certain section of those, and then they went back to the mud. So I stopped a few roads like King Road. The last couple of weeks we've been hauling in gravel, just trying to keep it passable. And I think if we wouldn't have went that extra mile, that road would be really bad right now because of the traffic that's on the north end of it. So I was hoping that we get some dry weather. That is the key. If I can get 2 to 3 days of dry weather without it raining, we can knock these roads off in a pretty short amount of time. At least a quick grade on just to get rid of the potholes.
Yeah.
But when they're on mud, it's just a waste. I can certainly go grade them, but they're not gonna be pretty.
Yeah, and we're still having heaves. I mean, I was right where Witch Cat and Joyle and Butternut meet. There's still a heave. That heave just popped
Yeah.
up the other day. I mean, we're still getting heaves. Yeah, so I mean, it's not done yet. It's what is what I'm saying.
It's crazy because if you go like towards Jeffersonville or that area, it dries up a lot quicker. Same with going that way, 2-3 miles. We're going, it's like our little hub.
Climate.
Yeah, from this point here that way, it's just that's got to be a couple weeks behind us, you know, just to dry up. And I mean, we can haul and rock out of Borbo's there and St. Albans and mixing in with our gravel just to put on some of these roads. But that would take, just to cover all the roads that we have with potholes, would take a lot of work and a lot of money that we don't have. So if we can just get past the next, you know, week or so of mud, then clear. Hopefully.
I was down in the garage the other day. Al and Mac approached me when we do get this window. Mac asked if we wanted him to run one of the graders, and he said he'd do it at his old pay rate plus the COLA. 3%.
Okay.
Excuse me.
If you need the extra manpower, then
Let's do it.
Well, that way we can have 2 guys hauling gravel where needed, and we can have 2 guys on a grader. And actually, we need somebody to haul the York brake too, so. It's, in order to get it done in a short window, and I've looked at the 2-week report, I don't see anything other than a very short window. We need the extra experienced hand, in my opinion.
Is the old grader good still?
Yeah.
Still
Oh, yeah.
good?
I actually go back and forth. Some of the smaller roads, I'd take the old one or take the new one, you know, it doesn't matter as long as they're both moving in 2 different directions.
Right.
That's the key right there.
The equipment.
We have the
We
equipment.
really have the equipment.
Yep.
You know, and we've talked about nothing long term, but we've talked about a 3.5, 4 person crew for small instances like this. And I can say that I don't know how big of a window we're going to get, to Lance's point, but I mean, so I mean, it's up to you guys if you want.
I mean, we have a slightly unique situation in that Mac is willing and available and knowledgeable, and he's right here.
Yeah.
So that short-term window is, we can take advantage of that.
Yeah. How many days would you possibly utilize, Mac?
It's hard telling. I mean, the thing with grading like that, even if he came in early in the morning and did 3 hours this day or 3 hours the next, I don't even think it would be anywhere near 20 hours. I mean, but if we could use that, because I just have a feeling that we're gonna have a wet summer. I hope we don't, but I feel like it's just our summer's gonna be all over the place, like you said. And those windows for grading, you know, you always hear it's either too dry or it's too wet. That is the truth, you know, like
Yeah.
when they're mud like this, you can't do nothing with them. So you have to have that short period of window, and one person in one grader, you just can't do it. So you have to get to those things as quick as possible, and you start with the high travel roads first, because you know those are the ones that are going to pack down the quickest, and then you watch your weather window, because these side roads, if you don't have that window behind it, you grade them, it just it's
Waste of
bad.
time.
It's a waste of time. It's a waste of pay. It's a waste of.
Today, but if it rains tomorrow, it turns to.
It actually
was.
Yeah.
it makes it worse. It actually makes it worse
So
than just to let it be.
Yeah.
My thought is that's one thing that everybody in town can see and feel that got done.
Well, absolutely. Like I was talking to John, that we're like the heroes. When they see the grader, it's like you get waves and thumbs up, and it's like, you know, like people. You think it's hard on your car driving on these roads? Get in those big dump trucks and drive on the potholes. It really wreaks havoc. So we don't enjoy it either. By any means, rather have them. So
Do you appreciate that one pothole, just as you're coming up Kings Hill across from your sand pile? You guys filled that one?
See, that's a tough one to get because you have the asphalt through that transition, so you can't pull, so it's like, yeah.
When is the normal, or when is the projected end of mapling this season?
Wow.
Maple season?
A lot of people, I think, boiling
They're-
tonight for the
they're-
last time. Yeah.
Because
Saturday's gonna be 72 and sunny, and there's
That will help.
only one more frost.
Yeah.
It's pretty well done.
Yeah.
There'll be little ones, but
We're not gonna have the sap trucks running like they have been.
yeah, because that's part of
So I mean, so
the
basically,
problem as well. But it's their business, but it's part of the
so
problem.
basically what we gotta do is we gotta go out and grade all these roads once over. Give them a quick, and then depending on the weather, we're gonna have to go out. And then what we call it roll, and that's when you dig and you roll the dirt from left to right. That's something that needs to get implemented. And then we put chloride down. So that window, is coming up not too far out. So they need to be graded at least twice.
you see how deep the potholes are.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
They have to go to the bottom of the potholes to get rid of it.
Right.
yeah. Oh, yeah, you gotta dig them out.
So, and that's where you disturb that amount of material and then you get rain.
Do we want to put a motion to bring him back on in a temporary capacity for,
Don't we already have,
we had it for the winter,
but I
for
don't,
the snow work.
Yeah, but this is a different deal. He wouldn't be working for what he was paid to plow snow.
okay.
He would be working for what he used to make
Almost 3%.
plus 3% for COLA.
So it's really not a bad deal.
Well,
Really.
I would make a motion that we allow, if that's the right word, Alan to hire on a temporary basis, Matt, at his old rate plus 3% for the sole purpose of grading in the narrow windows that we have.
Which has been made and seconded to allow Alan to bring Mac back on board in this short-term capacity to grade. All those in favor?
I
Aye. Any against? 4-0. So give him a call.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. I got another question. The driveway access on the avenue. Mr. Barbo has proposed building a couple lots down there. He marked out where he wants his driveway. I don't see an issue with it. I spoke with Mac and he said he thought you should ask you guys. It's borderline the neighbor right there, and that individual has a driveway that goes in his backyard.
For spells.
Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown, they're coming in from that way.
Yeah, so he's proposing this driveway pretty much right next to Mr. Brown's. And I don't know if there's a culvert underneath Jerry's. It looks like there might be, but I guess my question is, to do that, this individual is gonna have to obviously put a culvert in, which means he's gonna have to dig across Mr. Brown's access, because it's gonna have to be one big long one. I don't see where you could put two different. So I just peeked at it and I was like, well, I'll ask you what Max would give you guys and see if there's a certain distance it has
Yeah,
to
it's a setback.
be or.
setback and I.
Because you're not allowed to build within a certain window.
But
of
it's
setback.
driveways, so the driveways should be fine.
Except in this scenario, you got two driveways.
Well,
both
they've got to deal with the
Right,
the culvert, but I think.
Talk to Jerry.
I don't know.
So that.
I haven't
I would say that would be his first step.
in having talk with.
Yeah.
We should also check with the fire department. Because with them so close together and disturbing the earth and the weight of a fire truck, we should probably ask them if that's good for them.
With the right culvert, that's fine, but they'll have to abide by the zoning.
Yeah, they have to get that,
Anyway.
the 911 stuff.
Mhm.
That takes that into account.
Yeah. But yeah, that sounds like it's a property owner question.
Yeah, like it, because I mean, I think the existing driveway that Mr. Brown has to access his backyard. So I think there's a culvert there. It looks like one.
Pretty wet back there.
Yeah, so this individual's, they're gonna have to somehow, I think, work together. But then it almost looks like it becomes one access, so, because they're so close together, so I was like, maybe I'll wait and see what you guys thought, and I mean,
As long as
As long
they
as
meet the
they put
minimum
it in
for two.
according to our
I mean,
zoning ordinances, there's not anything we can do about it.
right,
Yeah.
But I would suggest, being that close, that his first step is to make a deal with Jerry,
yep,
Brian, what's Brian?
because they're,
Oh, gap.
yeah, so there's no like,
Doing.
right. So, yeah, I haven't talked to Brian about it, I don't know if he knows the guy marked it out yet, or,
Yeah, because that's a zoning administrator.
yeah.
yeah.
It's 911 zoning, fire department, neighbor. It's got all those good things rolled into it. Yeah.
For sure,
Potential for becoming a mess.
yeah, yep,
Hopefully not.
um.
What else you have?
Well, let's see what else I got. Oh, we are actually putting a green in. It says we might not get it. We're gonna put it in for resurfacing Boston Post Road.
Okay.
And we got a quote back on that. It was, it's pretty pricey, but we also got a quote on doing the intersection. I know that a lot of that's a state issue there, but the intersection of the Post Road where it goes up King Road, it's really, really bad. And a quote came back 66,000 to do that. So
Intersection alone.
the intersection alone going up King Road and a little bit up
How far up?
to the end to the where the dirt starts. Just
Yeah, okay.
a good ways up, you know, to get the road back. So something to think about down the road. It's getting pretty bad. I'm surprised there's not accidents there. I mean,
That, I always figured that we'd be eligible for one of these grants every 3 years.
yeah,
And we just did some work last year, so it's unlikely that we'll get this year.
But on the other hand,
It's possible
if you don't ask, you definitely don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put in for it. Put in for it.
this year, next year, and if after the following.
Put in for it. I mean, I know, listen, I go across that intersection. So I know what you're talking about. And it literally abuts to the state. Like it's hard to see.
Mhm.
You know, it's right on 108. It literally is as soon as you come off 108,
Mhm.
it's literally right there. It is the surface of the moon.
and boy, people come down off that road too. I told Dave, the guy that was working for Pike there, I said, we gotta put a traffic diamond right in the middle of this thing. Boy, wouldn't that really make people mad? Because they'd have to come down and actually, they'd have to straighten up.
I had a guy, I pulled to do the appropriate towards the stop sign and make
Yeah.
my left, and somebody, while I was making my left, they came straight next to me
Mhm.
and like almost
Yeah.
pushed me into Brian's front lawn. Be nice to see a diamond there.
A diamond, it would take care of the problem.
Yeah,
You know,
and that's happened to me many of, I've
It's,
been here
Yep.
for over a decade, well, almost a decade and a half now. And that's probably happened to me at least once a year. Somebody's like
Yep.
flying down, trying to get on 108, and I don't drive fast enough for them because I don't want to hit the bumps in the road, all the heads
And
flying by me.
the big thing now is I can't say everybody, but people are blowing donuts down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, soon as you pave it, that's gonna be the perfect spot.
Really,
There's somebody doing it all up and down
Yeah.
Tyler Branch.
Yeah.
there are a couple of spots.
Your road too? Yeah. I don't know who it is.
Noisy little car.
Well, remember the little car that was buzzing down here, right by the building last summer? We were outside, the car was going from like the fire department parking lot or avenue and buzzing around.
Yeah.
Were you outside with us?
Yeah, he's moved out of town, I think.
Has he? That's nice, because he's a
Think.
true fine young gentleman or lady. I don't want to assume it was a guy.
This was a guy.
Okay, there you go. I didn't want to assume. What else you have, Alan?
I have nothing. You guys?
Anything for Alan, guys?
Question.
There's gotta be some complaint somewhere.
You had talked about you post some roads, like I think Kings Hill because of the ATV traffic. Do we typically do that seasonally at all? Like what is our practice on posting?
Posting the roads is basically seasonal every spring. pretty much required by the state
Oh, okay.
to post all the roads. And I mean, most people, I think obey by it, except for the agriculture guys, then they're exempt. So there's really nothing we can do. And they pretty much do the worst damage out of everybody, I think. No,
Yes.
The 10-wheelers with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
For the weight.
Yeah.
really is debilitating to the roads, right? In those.
Oh, it's, yeah.
Like I said to someone one day, I said, back in the day when they did these studies, it was horse-drawn carriages. Now it's several ton vehicles just with nothing loaded in it.
Yeah.
Now you throw the loads and it's just eating the roads up.
But yeah,
They're supposedly registered for 60,000, but I know that there isn't any airspace in the top of those tanks.
nope.
They're pushing 70, 75.
Just tears up the road.
Yep. But I mean, it's
I
like,
actually had someone come to me and say we should be charging a tax per gallon of sap
We
being
can.
hauled.
It's agricultural, we're not allowed to.
To help offset the damage to the roads. I said, I don't think we're allowed to do that. It's a great thought.
It is a great idea,
We could do that.
but we don't have the authority to do it.
No.
Right.
The only thing you could do is charge a sales tax, and I don't even know how that works with ag and the unprocessed sap hauling because it's leaving the area.
I don't think we can do that either.
No, I just,
we,
but that's what I said to them too. It's a
Could
same.
be wrong on that.
I'm not sure.
Is sap maple sugaring, it's not they don't need a zoning permit for that either, do they?
I think it's just considered ag.
yeah, I think from my understanding, when I was reading that, they're really not exempt from the weight permit. But the state and most people just kind of look the other way. So it's one of those things, do you be the bad guy and say, hey, we do have a sugar maker up on the hill there, and he does help us out.
Yeah, he fixes the road.
He fixes the road, puts a little material down here and there, and if they all did that,
There'd be no complaints.
it'd be perfect,
Just take care of your own little stretch.
Yep. It makes it easier on you, makes it easier on us, and
Well, the roads are always have been a challenge, that's for sure. Without excluding even the maple season.
We don't have any tractor trailers stuck yet this year, have we?
Oh, here we go.
oh yeah, it's coming.
There you go.
Somebody asked the other day if the notch was open. I said, "No, there's still snow there." So that'll be the,
Been that soon.
Mine has got bigger.
Has it?
Oh, they've upped it to
10,000, I think.
10,000.
It's about time.
But if,
Budgeted
Wait till
permit.
it-
but if they do it twice within, there's a time period, it can go up to 60 grand if they do it.
I still say what the easiest way to fix that is to put a sign that hangs down over the road surface that clips you at like 9 feet. And it's it, Then all of a sudden it's like turn around here or you're done. You can see the sign, or put like a park ranger at the bottom of the hill going, yeah, the turnaround's over there. Just turn that thing around right now. That's the thing out of it. It's almost cheap. It's almost cheap to boost an aggravation tax.
God, I know.
'Cause I've been stuck up there a number of times with an 18-wheeler.
yep.
I've actually foolishly taken my trailer through there at 12 feet and I've made the turns. And the first time I did, I went, I'll never do that again. I don't know how I got through it again.
Taking a 10-wheeler through.
If you don't get,
I've been
the West Bend is, if you know
fine.
on the other side, you can
It
make.
was a long time ago.
I mean, I think the state needs to turn into an annual event. You have competitors up there, and you close the road, bring in some tents, and sell French fries, and just have a get together, set up your lawn chair, and you.
Let's watch the idiots.
If they, the two boulders that make that S curve in there, so if they take those two out, you probably could get through it.
Actually, that's not
Rangers
the
or
worst corner. That's not where they all get stuck.
I have no idea.
It's coming up from the other side on that.
I just.
That bit on the,
Big
past the-
spot.
yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's
I don't
really
think because you
narrow.
can't see around the bend.
I know.
My brother
I
hates
don't.
it.
No, it's horrible. I'm confident I can hug a wall, but someone coming in the middle as I'm going the other way, it's.
Well, when I first started driving 40 years ago, there wasn't any traffic up there.
Right.
So,
Do what you want.
Yeah. It's pretty,
Excellent. Anything else for Alan?
No, we have digressed quite well.
Yes, we're good there. Alan, anything left in your mind for
I
tonight?
don't think so. I covered the class 4 culverts and hopefully maybe they can get some help with those, because it sounds like the home or homeowners up there said that they would help out, so that's
Yeah.
good there.
How's Nick started?
Nick started, Nick's good.
Well,
He's good. He's very energetic,
good.
very, self-starter. I don't
Thank you.
have to tell him what to do. I look and usually find something to do. Perfect. One step ahead of me. That's where you need to be.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do we have him set up with boots and
Yep, he got some boots and he got a reflective sweatshirt.
Good.
Just to be on the safe side, and
we kind of forgot about that. didn't we?
What, Nick?
No,
The
having
boots.
the,
Yeah, you do the PPP,
Yeah.
PPE. Yeah.
he
Yeah,
just,
so I'm glad that
glad that you brought that up.
Alan actually, I didn't bring it up. Alan grabbed me I was on the phone and he grabbed a hold of me and said, hey, what do you want to do? And I'm like, yeah, we should probably buy the guys PPE before something happens and then we're on workers' comp. So you got him a vest, boots and ear and eye protection?
and he wears it.
Good.
That's needed, when they run chainsaw, he'll need hearing protection.
Speaking of chainsaw, Shane said that he'll start this week on removing the trees.
Perfect.
Good.
And I said, sounds good to me, like, how about, I don't know what day he's planning on, but he's gonna start chewing at the trees.
Speaking of one of the trees on Brigham, on the avenue not the avenue, you know what I mean, in front of Brigham Academy.
Academy Lane.
Yes.
Who picked that one up?
Did that get you did?
Thank
You know,
But is that, well, obviously that tree isn't healthy. Is that one that we have on our eye on?
Oh, we remember we covered our bases. We put extra money in there up to, what was it, 5,000?
Okay.
yeah, that one, they're split in half. There's still half the tree left. I mean, if that one falls, I don't see it posing a danger. I mean, it would just, hopefully it falls in the middle of the night when nobody's there.
We'll be lucky if this one stays up till he.
Yeah, the one I think right on the corner, when you drive down Academy by the fire hydrant, that one I think is on his list, because that one's over the road and school traffic, and so that one, I think that one.
Yeah.
But at some point, they're all probably gonna fall down.
I'll
They
let
have a lifespan, don't they?
Jason and Jeff know that there'll be some work done on the trees.
Yep.
Because technically they should know.
Yep. Like I said, I'm not sure what day, but I'm sure he'll stop down at the shop and give us a heads up, but he asked if he could start, and I said, I don't have a problem with it. Get him before the leaves come out. What's left of them.
They'll go through the lawnmower.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure, cause I'm like,
Oh, no.
Anything else?
You all set?
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
thank you, Alan. We'll get your commissioner road orders to sign in a minute. You're not allowed. No, you can stay with us. Get out of here. It is different?
I'll bring up
That's 63, isn't
the
it?
other subject that we talked about.
Sorry, we're looking at the warrants, and what we see is there were two warrants stuck to one, and there is a difference between A and B. Tammy, you want to look at this? Was this intentional? The rest of it looks, it's a stack and a half of bills in the warrants, but I noticed that I went like this and there's two of them. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I'm looking at it, they're almost identical. So I asked Nikki to take a closer look, and she found that one difference. There's one extra thing in there. So I don't know if we throw the top one away and sign the second one, or.
Somebody added something or somebody deleted something. We don't know which.
Yeah, the final number, I looked, that's what I looked at, the final number real quick, but that's why I asked you to take a peek, because I'm like, I don't know what I can't see if there's a real difference.
Number is the same.
Oh, there's the PPE. Okay, should we just sign the top and leave the second unsigned? I don't think we should sign them both.
Agreed.
I don't think we should sign them both, but I don't know which one to sign. So Do we?
I think we sign this one, and if it's a problem, because this number, the bottom.
Yeah, the bottom number, that's what I looked at. I looked
The
at
amount
here,
is the
over
same.
here. It's just this is 63 and the other one's gone, so that's good.
Yeah,
Let's just make it disappear. We only have one.
See, next become the animal.
we'll just disappear it.
Make it disappear. There you go. Well, listen, it's confusing. Well, what are we gonna do? If it's the wrong one, it's the
Then
same
we
end
can come in
result.
and sign it during the week if it's the wrong one.
Something, we'll do something to make it right. Police contract overview outreach, that is Todd's, and the last I heard, he had no updates. Stop me if anyone's heard different, please.
No.
Fiscal year 27 grants in aid program. Who told you? Was it me? What the heck is it about?
Come from an email from
Oh,
Alex, maybe. And I said we should talk, he said we should talk about it. I don't remember.
no, well. I don't have the emails. I handed it to everyone else so they could read the mail. Now the clear folder.
Hope it's right.
Well, while you look to see if there's one for Alex, I'm gonna go sideways for a second. We have a request for, one of our normal requests for a liquor license for, by the look of it, it is the golf course. Am I correct with this? Yes. Bakersfield's Country Club. Anybody wanna weigh in? Are we okay with, proving?
Just a
Facility
continuation,
forward?
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You will be lynched if we.
Yeah,
It's not liquor over there.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying don't, but we gotta do something official for it, so.
Actually,
Do
the
nothing from that.
town clerk has the authority to sign that without showing it to us, so.
Yeah, we asked to see them all before she
Yeah.
does it. Are we okay? We'll
Yes.
just go roll call here. Amber, you okay with the liquor license?
I am okay.
Lance, you okay with the liquor? license?
Yes, sir.
Nick, you okay
Yes,
with the
I
liquor
am.
license? So am I. So, we're going with the liquor license for, the golf course. I didn't see one for stewards.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay, so that's, we gotta, I don't want to chase them, but we should know. Did you find anything in
There's
there?
nothing from Alex in here.
Okay, well,
Let's leave it until next time.
Alex sent an email. Yeah, but it was.
Yeah, but that
I
was,
don't think it was this. Hang on a minute.
oh no, I'm sure you didn't make it up.
Oh, I can go back in
And
the,
I know that I regularly say to you, could, something
um. Here, let me go town of Bakersfield. Alex Barkley, upcoming community revitalization retreat was the latest email Alex sent. That's not grants and aid program, is it? Is that what we're calling fiscal year 27 grants and aid program? Alex, reminder, fiscal year GIA, here it is. Yes, good idea. Way to go, John. You don't even remember what the heck he sent you. That's young age hitting at its best. This time to make sure that Alan has this info. I'm assuming the letter of intent comes from the board, though we should discuss next meeting. Nikki,
Yes, that's right. And it does come from the board.
I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Mac used to handle this. If so, it should go to Alan.
Yeah. And now he's left.
Correct, Nikki. The letter does need to be signed and submitted by the select board, but I agree that talking about it with Alan first would be best.
Do we have any time before can it wait 2 weeks?
I didn't see it. Well, does he give a, hang on a moment. No thanks.
I knew it started from here.
What does this do? May 1st.
Oh, shoot.
So we got one more meeting before it. We can sign it and push it. Listen, move this under roads and put a little more definition underneath it, please. So under
To be
roads.
fair, Tammy did exactly what we asked her to do.
Thank you, Karen. We need to give it, and can you please talk to Alan about it tomorrow? What's that?
A program on moving out into roads, but what's the additional information you want me to do?
We need to discuss it with Alan, apparently, according to our emails back and
That's
forth.
what we
We
just.
need him to review it and come to us with a yes, sign or no, and the document.
I don't know what that is.
I absolutely can.
And that way, him so that he can review it before, yeah,
Okay.
that would be great.
Somewhere in here is the link. I clicked on it. It's towards the top as soon as I can find the word forward. Good idea.
Go to no-
Forward to.
I'll look into
Would that be the Gmail, Tammy?
Yeah, send it
Okay.
to me.
The 119 Gmail? Yeah, okay. It's off to you now. All right, so now that we've figured out what that's all about, moving it up.
Video man.
DRB full board number and terms.
Gosh,
First one this month, has 4,
Members?
but you guys, yes, it's a board between 5 and 9 members, but you have to decide as a select board, what's the full board number.
Well, I thought that we agreed it could be up to 9, but we need a minimum of 5.
I think we did.
That's what,
But choose a number. You can't just say, oh.
I'm not wishy-washy. I'm saying, more is better, but minimum is 5.
Suggesting that you land on 5. Because.
It's
you have
under
trouble
our letter.
in a
Yeah.
5-man planning commission.
Yep.
As it is, if you try to get a 9-member board, you're gonna have difficulty cooking. So he strongly encouraged in the email,
type in your.
you choose 5.
Can we not just say a minimum of 5? What if we
No,
have?
we have to
That's
say,
fine.
we have to say, because if we said a minimum
And it
of
has to be
5, then
odd.
it could be 6.
It has to be an odd number.
Yes,
So
I think
5,
we
7,
say
or 9.
I think 5.
Want to make a motion?
I would make a motion that the DRB board should be a committee of 5 and that their terms should be staggered, 3-3-year, 2-2-year.
Well, we can just have it coincide with the planning commission's terms,
Yes,
right? Because they're a 5-person board already and they have terms set up and we've already, at least at the time being, requested that the planning commission make up.
this is the DRB.
It's the deal.
I think we have more people that are interested. We can meet
And expand,
and amend this.
yes.
Right.
So let's start with 5.
VLCT, because VLCT told me in an email that in order to change the number of members on the full board, you have to have a town vote.
Okay, we can do 5 with 2
Like,
alternates.
when the select board went, you had to have a town vote. Now Luke said in an email that the select board could do it. But the VLC attorney, and I gave you a copy of that, said that it was a town
Town
vote.
vote. Either way, that's something that we could achieve at a town
Meaning,
meeting
Yeah.
in the unlikely event that we have a crowd of people stampeding to be on that. one.
I think
Right.
5's a good number and I think we just have the terms be with the,
Staggered terms to be the
Reflect.
same as the planning commission.
Yeah.
So they're not always gonna be the same people on both.
no, but
No,
we
but
just don't
if
want to
we
bring
make
it the
them
wheel.
the same, then in time, if it's different people, it doesn't matter. Yeah,
Yeah, just make one.
Yeah.
So we have a motion on the table to set the DRB to 5, the amount of members, and to have staggering terms to match what the planning commission's terms are.
Second.
Perfect, thank you. Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
I,
Aye. All those against? 4-0.
segues beautifully into the next topic.
Yes, next topic is the planning commission joint meeting date.
Yes,
I
we
did get an
do.
email
So there was an
from-
email here where they asked for the 27th of April. We had said back when I came off that committee and came straight to the board and said, we need to have a meeting together. And we said the first meeting in May. And I would prefer that we keep it to May only because I'm gone the 27th.
Okay.
And I would like to be at that. Do we have a?
Oh, dear.
We have one more meeting, April 27th.
Yeah, so I will not be here for that meeting and I
What's
would.
the calculator?
Right, that's why he would, yeah, they were,
Oh,
So what about the second meeting in May?
but Nikki can't.
No, okay.
Yeah, you can.
It was just,
Oh, that'll be a short meeting. First meeting in June.
No,
Did I hit
is
first
it?
Meeting in June.
Is it the second meeting in? Memorial Day is the 25th, so like, No, you're right. You're
All
right.
right.
You're right.
The 11th, 25th.
The only thing is, we're pushing this and pushing this, and stuff is happening with that town plan.
Yeah, they
I mean,
wanted to
it's
discuss
it
that.
needs- So if I can't be here, that is fine. I mean, I don't want to hold it up. I have,
My concern is that we at least have most of the board here. Does anyone, and we won't know, it's 2 weeks away, but is anyone with Todd, is he mentioned?
he is
said
just busy this week because he's doing
stormwater.
No,
emergency
he's
management
doing
or something.
whitewater rescue, which sounds
Swiftwater rescue.
Swiftwater,
There you go.
which sounds very, very cold.
Yes.
Let's
And
let's shoot for if everyone's okay, April 27th.
No. To answer an earlier question,
Yes, sir.
the select board may determine the size of the DRB when it is formed and may thereafter, by resolution, alter its size.
So we have the
There you
capability of
go.
doing it without
Excellent.
going to town.
So we
Okay,
First dibs.
perfect. That's good information. Thank you. Oh, that was the, I think.
That's a 5-member board.
Current planning commission is a 5-member
Oh,
board.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
It was a 5-member board right up until Gary and I
no,
did not run.
it's 5 members.
Correct. So I think it's,
Empty seats or
since
not.
I've been here, it's been
Yeah.
5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
So in order to achieve that full membership, it would take a resolution from you guys.
On the select board, that's right.
but I don't see why we would change that to 3.
Mm.
And we can't go to 7. We can't fill 5.
It's 3.
Yes.
You can't.
Quorum is 3. You can't have 2.
Yep.
Quorum is 3. Yes.
Understood.
Officially, the quorum for both the select board and the planning commission
Is
is 3.
excuse me, 3.
Yes.
All right, everyone agree?
I
Yes.
agree.
There you go.
And the DRB.
And of course, the new DRB will be 3 as well. Okay. Next up, if everyone's good with the date, anyone have anything extra? No? Tree warden,
Larry
Isn't
Krieger.
that Larry Krieger?
Yes.
is there? What's that?
Is he willing?
I nominate Larry Krieger.
I second, but does Larry know?
It's one of those things that I
He'll
think he
find out.
expects.
Is that what it is? He'll find out.
Yeah.
I know he has been said tree warden for many years.
Yes, he has.
Okay,
Can I ask a dumb, what is?
It's not dumb.
What does he do? What does that do? If somebody cuts down a town tree, he's the one that investigates? What does one do?
Well, he advises us on care and maintenance of the trees.
Oh, okay. Simple stuff.
Yeah.
okay.
He lets us know when there's, he spoke to us about or he spoke to me about it, the trees in the park. And
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So is there any other nominations for this position? All questions good? So we have a nomination of Larry Krieger as the town's tree warden. All those in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those against? 4-0. Welcome back, Larry. Welcome back. Country club liquor license handled. We've already taken care of
Yeah.
that. Future town garage.
This was
I
the
heard
concept.
somebody was down there measuring things up. and-
I did. I have a floor plan.
For the future town garage?
No. So as a realtor, I have a scanning app anyway. So I scan the garage so that when we have need for it, we can say, this is what we're working with and this is what we need.
Oh, excellent. So it does the interior and the sizing and all that stuff automatically?
Yeah, it just,
Oh,
it's
nice.
pretty amazing.
Very
You know, it might be good to start that conversation now so that when those grants roll around, we'll have had all of that discussion and
I
that
think
legwork
that
done.
we should have that discussion with the town crew and
Mhm.
discuss how many bays we need,
Yeah.
how much office space. They don't have anything. They use the freaking
Yeah.
workbench.
Yeah, they use a workbench for.
Bathroom down there?
They have.
You don't
call it
want,
that,
it's gross.
Okay.
If you want to call it that. But realistically, it's going to sound bad. But, they could take care of the bathroom. No better, but
Yeah.
yes, there is a facility just a little behind the times. Their actual office space is actually
It's a
the
bunch, yes.
financial counter.
The bathroom's about a 4x4 cubicle.
Yeah.
so-
Very small.
I've seen.
This,
And it's all third
Yeah,
floor.
slop
I mean,
sink.
I don't
Oh, I
think,
know.
is there any, maybe there's a little concrete, in there, I don't know, I can't remember, I thought.
There's
it was all
some
dirt.
concrete floor.
Oh,
One
there you
bay
go.
doesn't.
that's the view from Al's desk.
They put a desk in for out.
That's the plow.
Yeah.
That's the edge of his desk.
Yeah,
They can barely fit 3 trucks in it.
Yeah,
And if you do, there's no room to do anything.
yeah, you
Yep.
can't maintain. Can't
It's-
maintain the
it's-
trucks.
In order to make,
like-
yeah, it's,
So that's something that we
the
call
trucks have
future.
gotten bigger, not smaller.
yeah.
No.
And
Yeah.
yeah, there's this much room at the back and there's that much room at the
So-
front and on the side. They're packed in there.
Could we move future town garage under roads for next
Please.
time as well, so that we don't forget and let him go, and then
I
Yeah.
think, do you need the whole road crew or just Alan?
I think
Yes.
just Al.
But I think what you should do is tell Al we want to have that discussion and for him to get feedback from his group. Bring it with him. Because otherwise I think we have to pay them, if we bring them, and, you know, it's nice to have them part of the discussion, but.
I took a lot of
You can bring the
notes too.
feedback.
Yeah.
The last time I was over there last spring, maybe summer, they were doing oil changes and stuff. It's unreal.
Yeah. He also shared with me, which wasn't another, is when it's dirt floor now, because it's deteriorated and whatever,
It's all broken up, yep.
it's all broken up. That you saw where his desk was, when they pull in the trucks and they let the brakes out, they go
Yep.
and blow all the dust out.
Oh,
And his paperwork and whatever it is, yeah.
The computer doesn't,
oh gosh, didn't want to think about
It
that.
concerns me because we just bought. but,
Yeah.
well, actually, that was a donation from my work. But it was
it's
barely
really
used.
all that.
Yeah, it's all the dust and mess.
They turned the microwave around because of OSHA. I think there's no fridge, but they turned the mic around because of some OSHA requirements. So there's no place for them to actually sit. I mean, there was this one easy chair that Al said, I will never sit in that. I'm sure it's just
Burned.
loaded. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Oh,
So I guess what we need to do is have him next meeting come and he can do some feedback and maybe we can figure something out.
I had in my mind, we would
it's okay.
plan for boatloads of grants and then the backup plan to be the
It's not tomorrow.
senators, the fund that we missed.
Oh, Peter Welsh's fund, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a grant writer and we missed it, huh?
Backup is the Peter Welch grant.
Our, the federal allocations from Rebecca Ballant or Peter Welch, that we had a window of like 2 weeks, not
If
not
that,
much.
yeah.
We had no real time,
When we apply for this, we're gonna have to have
ducks
physical
in a row,
plans.
yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah.
I
Our
agree.
budget will have to be done.
That's the only challenge because we'll be basing a budget off, let's say today, and it could be 6 months, a year from now, and the numbers change rapidly on supplies.
Yeah,
Well, at least if we have an idea of the building.
I was gonna say, if it's just that piece, we're gonna know.
Yeah,
Like
just like
10% or whatever the
15,
magic
20.
number is, yeah.
No, perfect. Perfect. Update on MERP. Like I said, I think I've already given the update pretty much. I have the stuff from the library. If you happen to be talking to them down there, let them know that this May 15th date,
I think they've spent,
they've spent, well, they got their money up front
yeah.
is the key, and they spent a good chunk, if not, I just want to, next time you talk to them, let's get an update on where they are with their project. I think they're pretty much done, but we'll see. I did have an email from somebody. Hang on one moment. I'm sorry, since I apologize. Not that. Oh, for the love of God, there we go. Inbox. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to see if I can pull this email real quick. As quick as slow as I am. Bakersfield, Boomhauer. No, while I'm looking for this, independent of MERP, I have coordinated with Mr. Boomhauer of the schools districts and Milton Cat for the latest generator inspection and maintenance. I know they were talking about some funds that we would have to put up What do I think? It was like batteries or something, belts. So we'll find out what that
Yeah.
winds
We
up the
did a
last
fairly
time.
extensive
Every year,
since last year, I seem to remember.
every year we pay. Unfortunately, there's
Mm.
always something. I reach out to Doug Wells because we don't really run it. You don't
No,
really exercise
no,
it. That's
that's
one of the
true.
problems.
Can we
Um,
set it up where, like, I know mine every Friday night it
It
runs.
does.
It's supposed to.
Does its
Yeah.
little.
It's supposed to.
Oh,
We'll put it
Yeah,
that way.
mine does too.
yeah,
Runs
Um,
for about 10 minutes every Saturday at 8 o'clock.
checks in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the library had a scope change on what they were doing. The trustees, I think it was dealing with insulation and some other pieces.
That was from a while back
That
though.
was at the end of March.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That was approved. I did get approval for that. Uh, from Marty Gillies, Gillies, with the MERP team, the program coordinator. They did approve those changes, so that's a good thing for them. And that I forwarded that off. That was, pardon me, excuse me, a couple days later. Um, I don't see it. Must be in my main emails. Oh, here it is. Megan Fuller again kicked out. Now let me go. April 2nd, Anna Houston. Sound familiar?
Yep.
Anna Houston kicked out an email to me, and she was just giving me the numbers, financial summary, and project update. According to her, they finalized the updated SOW, statement of work. If you don't know what an SOW is,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Expand the grant to include the wall insulation. This addition will significantly improve the value and efficiency of the heat pump. They selected Bug Bee insulation for the project. They kick out the cost, which also reminds me, I don't know if they came out and installed our stuff in the top of the building here that we contracted them to do. Work is scheduled September 2026. Their ADA ramp repairs to the outside ramp will resume in Q4 as temperature rises. Remaining MERP fund after Q4 expenses, they are expecting $17,226. That includes a 10% contingency. The key is we need to stress to them May 15th, the state may start looking to claw back
So it
funds.
needs to be earmarked.
They need to get this thing planned at least and put on paper.
It
so that
sounds like
can-
they are.
they have it pretty good here. I think what we really need to do is put together a, commit to these things kind of thing, soft commit for us, but commit and send it in and say this money is committed and earmarked so
But,
that we can hold it.
So keep it.
Go to the contractor and get a written start date.
Yeah, well, they're talking September. That's a heck of a lot less past May.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if they've got the,
If they've got a contract with them and they say they're going to start by it, then
Yep.
they
Then
should
it's-
stand by us.
Yes. Yes. No, I totally agree. We'll have to see what happens. And while I'm thinking of that, hang on one moment. Heather Holbert. So Mr. Holbert sent me, guy loves taking pictures, man. Tear down the angle portion of the wall that leads down the stairs and then reinstall after the work is done in the cellar. Reuse all material that is there now, $1,000. That is the cost for the carpentry.
Mhm.
To open it up. And I told them we wanted to reuse the materials, so they got to take it down carefully because
Yep.
we're not going to be able to match that stuff if they
yeah,
are
they
rough.
obliterate it. Yep.
So
If we can get to talk to this carpenter,
yeah.
let's see if he can make those stairs. I know they're going to have to come out in order to lift the furnace out because you're not walking parts.
They're going to try to get that up the stairs. I don't think they're going to make it. I agree with you. But if that's the case, then we'll have an addendum to it. I don't see what I asked him for. Oh, here it is. He sent me from the official LNS plumbing. I hate links. Links scared the malarkey out of me. That's how you get a lot of viruses anymore. So his estimate for us again is 17.5. Is that the 60%? Install 2 furnaces, the 100 and 200 BTU units, chimney, 17.5. He forwarded on that 60% deposit is required before the start and the remaining due at the completion.
It's in
Standard.
the building maintenance fund, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, we'll front the fund out and then reimburse from MERP. So I don't know if we just want to pay, I hate to say pay it all up front so that we can get it into MERP, but I think if we're at least committed and say that this is 60%, we have the 40 at the
It
end
gives
of the
them
project.
incentive to get it done.
Yep. So
We pay it all up front. You could make it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking the MERS.
Yeah.
I'm talking clawing the funds back, but if it's already been, we put up to 60% they're installing.
Yep.
It's hard for the state to go, well, we want that additional 40, hey, that's
Right.
in progress.
That.
Same thing with the upgrade to the electrical service out here
Uh-huh.
from the 90 to 200.
Yeah.
We need to get, Amber's going to provide us some electricians' names who can give us quotes.
I was listening
And-
earlier, yeah.
Yeah, so we can do that and get that one on
Mhm.
paper. Thank you, Amber. Warrants and reports we've already done. Did everyone sign off?
Yep.
Everything signed? Thank you. Brigham. Go ahead, Lance. I know what you want to do. How about it?
I'd like to call for an executive session.
So a request for executive session has been provided regarding
Personnel and Brigham.
Can I have a second on that?
Second.
Motion's made and seconded to go into executive session. All those in favor, please state aye.
I,
Aye. We are headed into executive session at 8:32 PM. I'm pausing the recording now. Tammy, the board made a motion to come out of executive session at 8:46. The vote was 4-0. Executive session covered personnel and no decisions were made. Moving on with the agenda for this evening and the topics, we are up to review the mail. Everybody had an opportunity to roll through it?
Yep.
Excellent. So real quick, I see the local motion launches the new micro grant program to fund block parties. If you ask me, I know it's $500, but we should probably put that over to Paul Bailey and the crew for the 4th of July. Let's see if they can put in for it.
that's the only thing I can
Good?
think of was 4th of July might be
Wanna pass
relevant.
that down to Tammy?
Sharon's been working.
Or even, well,
She's-
Sharon,
she
all one of them.
chair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because it's gonna be a good, here, we'll give it to him. Or you want to turn that over to Sharon? I'm so sorry. Tammy? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's good, wait, $500 extra dollars is
Mhm.
$500 extra dollars. We have someone who was potentially looking for a job when they retire in here. I think we should just hold on to that.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so there you go. We can put that into the hold. We have the VDART Emergency Animal Sheltering Grant for Bakersfield. I think we should send that down to the animal control officer so that they can take a look at it, tell us what we may or may not need and make suggestions. AOC officer. All right, here's the back page of that. I'm sorry. I wrote AOC because looking like perfect penmanship. The nuns would be proud of me. Listen, I think you should and have her take a, I mean, if we're in agreement, right?
Yes.
Have her take a look at it. It's equipment, it's a grant. We should, if she deems we need something and or even herself as multiple, animal control officers for different towns, it may help her. in
We
her-
just want her opinion, is it?
That's the last thing I want to do.
I think she could even just email, no, this isn't what we're interested in. Yes, it is. We should talk. I think is.
Attached, you'll find our Green Up Day tire program guidance, which is quite interesting because in the past they said they didn't accept tires. But according to this and a quick perusal, they can take tires up to 20-inch rim size. Tires with the rims are acceptable. It would be $75. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
each
first
tire
75.
after the first 75 is $7, but at least they're taking 75.
Yeah.
I feel
Better
we
than
shouldn't
that.
necessarily advertise this because we always get tires.
Yeah.
Well, we have, but I mean, let me put it another way. We're not going to put it out on a bring your tires. I
No,
think we should
right.
invite them,
Right.
but we do have a methodology. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. They just show up.
So I think if
No, a small amount of tires are accepted, then it's $7 a tire.
So
Okay.
our approach, I think, should be we do not encourage people to bring tires. If they do, we would really appreciate
A $7
a
donation.
donation because we have to pay for them.
Yep.
And there was one year when it was
A lot.
Massive.
There must have been 100 tires.
100 plus, yeah.
So I think the key is we find enough tires when they clean the side of the road and stuff. People throw them all over the place and then you get folks showing up with tires on top of it.
Can we-
Saturday, May 2nd, what's this? Delivery from town
I think-
department.
had a
I'm
question.
wondering if we can, I don't know if it would help, but make a less public tire stack.
People just bring it down is the problem.
They drop it off
They
at
drop
the
them
park.
off with their,
Yeah.
yeah.
We didn't tell them they could put it
They,
there. They
you didn't
just-
start it. They just,
That's the tires.
it just grew overnight.
Yeah, it's problematic. I mean, this is great information.
Who was the gal that,
Who's the Green Up Day gal?
Oh, is it,
she sat right over there?
Yeah,
Ken Carter's wife?
Yes.
I know her, and why her name, Melissa Dion. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
What did you guys figure about that? I'm a face person. I'm horrible with names.
me too.
I still have I still have to literally sit here and take a moment to think of Amber's name. It'll hit the next meeting or so. But it literally is something with me. It's gotta be like so many times. I'll remember your face forever. Your
I
name?
do too. I'll be like,
I'm horrible with names.
Tammy, I know her name. I know her name's.
I already forgot Josh's.
Oh,
I would hold on to it till after Green Up Day.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's
Look at you.
perfect suggestion.
Is that something we want to give to Mrs. Carter?
That's probably something.
I
we
think
should-
Melissa probably,
Since she said. I'm-
is it, but
we just forward her the email.
Yeah, forward to email.
just forward it to her.
I don't know. It's in our new mail. I didn't look at the email address.
You printed it off, I think, so I'm assuming it came to,
So. So
oh, that makes sense.
Maybe.
Yeah.
the final email we have is from Heather Jewett. Regarding a couple different things. I've been in a couple conversations with Heather. This one is about the Vermont law not requiring minutes to be verbatim for transcription. She wanted to make sure that we understood that for the planning commission, she is doing the minutes at this time, and she summarizes the discussion as clearly and accurately as possible. And people can refer to the recordings for more in
Yeah.
depth,
Yep.
which is fine. She had several different questions regarding, she is going to put the physical copies up at the 3 locations. She did state she wasn't sure, the library, the stewards and the
And here.
mail, or the post office, I think, or something.
No, here.
It's here.
It's in town. hall.
The biggest problem she has is accessibility of a couple of these locations. Not that she's complaining, she's complying with the
So
statute.
she
It
needs
goes on
to,
the outside of the library
no,
door.
the library now has a board, so she just needs
That's
to,
inside.
this is what it is, email it to Hadley and Hadley can put it up.
Okay.
That library this Saturday morning when I was posting our morning.
Okay,
And remember her name,
Hadley.
lives next door.
Oh,
Wendy? Or the lady lives right next door to the library?
Right next-
Yes, yes,
Partner.
can't
Oh,
remember.
Her name?
I can't either.
Because she was leaving the library, and I said to them, I said, because you need a key to open that glass to get to post a warning. Can we just email you the warning? Have you print it off and post it? And she goes, as far as I know, I'm just filling in. Cause I would usually send it over on Thursday. They could post it whenever they're there, then I would just have to do the
Yeah.
physical stewards.
If you just send it to the library with a please post.
Yes,
ASAP.
so long as it gets up there anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think the library is only open so many hours, then
Yeah.
something about Mondays are closed or something.
I would say if you're gonna have it, so it's got to be 48 hours. So for planning commission meeting, that means it needs to be posted by Friday morning.
On Saturday. Or two.
But yeah.
So it's fine. If as long as they have it by Thursday, it'll be
Yeah.
posted.
And they, so she thought that would be a good idea. Heather heard that. Heather wanted to know if we could email it to Stuart. I said, you try it. Let me
Ask
know.
him for free ice cream too.
Try to get it down a
Right,
little bit easier.
they're easier to get a hold of and get in and out, yeah.
Just the thought that we really ought to have a kiosk somewhere.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah,
I mean, for special occasions, big things, we can ask to post at the mail, at the post office, but generally.
Well, who really goes in the post office? Is that somebody who's?
There aren't very many of
Yeah,
us.
get fussy about what's going up there too.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't even know.
It's not
cell
somewhere
phone
where you
companies-
should be going.
You have done a felony.
The hell is- That's how it works. Some of the other things, what the heck was the other thing she was talking about? There was a couple different things that Heather was covering. The meeting, the select board joint meeting was one of them. She did not, and this is outside of the email, but I'll stick it on Heather Jewett. She did post on Facebook the cell phone tower meeting that happened last Wednesday that Amber and I was a part of. I
Mhm.
think I saw your folks were on
Yep, they
there.
were on too, yep.
We had some folks from the town who were on there.
Tons of people.
Good.
Yeah, so the end result was after all parties were heard, the homeowners that will see the tower, the individual who's offering the land up for the tower, the company that wants to put the tower there, as well as interested parties within the towns themselves, and some that lived as far out as Connecticut, I think I heard.
That was the people that looked at
They
it.
have a second home, don't they?
Yeah. So they, the final decision on there was that they were moving it forward to the next level. This is a tower that will be 120 feet, not 140. It will support repeater / equipment that would enable EMS to speak, and hopefully 911 calls for the likes of us. At this time, there's no cell phone.
What was the reason
cell
for
phone-
downgrading?
Well, there was concerns about the height of it and the aesthetics that it would cause. I'm trying to get that.
Our
correct.
safety is not worth more than, the town's safety is not worth more than somebody's
Ideal view.
idealistic view.
The local homeowners that
Is-
reside
is-
around that property was very concerned about the view.
Is
Is
more.
worth more.
Than a view. And that was honestly, if you watch the video, if it's posted anywhere, or Amber could say, I actually stated that exact
did.
thing, Lance,
did.
exactly the same. That the term greater good was tossed around by myself and others. The safety of folks, I gave
Yeah.
the scenario of my car accident that I got hit head on. And the people were driving to houses trying to dial 911 because there's no
You
service.
won't be able to do that anymore shortly.
Yeah.
That's correct. If you have a power outage, I brought that up about the Fidium stating that they're removing the copper lines out here, and if there's a power outage, the elderly and
They got nothing.
and
Any of us.
regular alike will not be able to make a phone call in an emergency situation.
Yeah.
I say elderly, I talk about myself. So, whatever. Well then,
Unless they get Fidium service.
I'm sorry, yeah, well, no, Fidium, I have Fidium. With a power outage, you're gonna need a
Generator.
I fixed that.
You fix it, the rest of us, we all use yours.
Yeah.
So, fortunately, at least at this level, unfortunately, they didn't add the 20 feet that would enable cell phone carriers, multiple cell phone carriers to be on it. But at least on the EMS side of it,
Yeah.
they decided that they would allow this to move forward to the next stage at 120 feet.
Yeah.
And I did bring up the 20 feet. And I did mention the aesthetics, and I know that I think I offended the individual who was right after me because they were the whoever said the aesthetics. And
I was offended by their offense.
the problem is they're looking at it from, this is my next door. You know what?
It's the
You can
NIMBY.
put it in my yard, you can put it in Rosalie's yard. I don't care. Put the darn thing up. It's needed. It is a needed community piece.
Yeah.
And somebody will find a reason to be upset about it.
Is this the one that's been going on for
Okay.
18 months?
Oh, at least, yeah.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Hull's
Yeah.
property?
Yeah.
So,
Because I went to the
Chief
first meeting.
spoke. Ginger from the fire
Yeah.
department spoke. Who was the young gal that?
She is one of the newest
Oh,
firefighters.
that niece probably.
She
She's wonderful.
spoke
She's so
eloquently.
eloquent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was
Lynn
someone
Byron
else too.
Spoke.
Yep.
Spoke.
No, it was during the hearing, the
Right.
plan
The-
commission.
This is,
I don't know. It was the national, the
Regional.
Regional Planning Commission,
Subcommittee.
right? We have to check for if they record. I know it was Zoom, so I'm hoping they recorded it. That was last Wednesday. Heather posted it at a last minute thing she found out. And actually, by the time I saw it, it was on the community
see it.
Bakersfield. It was started at 6. I saw it at 6:45 PM when it popped on my feed, and I jumped on as quick as I could, knowing the importance it was.
Yeah.
Right.
And it went
I
on.
didn't see it.
They only got to the Enosburg Tower. They had a number of
Yeah, they let us
two-
go after that.
Yeah, yeah.
Most of us were there for the tower, but that went on for almost 2 hours. The tower
There was
discussion.
25 people on the Zoom and I think there was only one person who spoke from Enosburg, but they again were speaking very eloquently about there's this need. They talked about the murders that
Yeah.
they got there and they needed more equipment, but they had to wait for them to get there to tell them to go get them more equipment. And it was just,
Yeah.
it was really good.
There were
Good.
2 in the EMS services that for Enosburg talked, and
Okay,
then
yeah.
Lynn Morrow, who I think
That's
is Enosburg, spoke as well. They were calling her Dr. Morrow.
Okay, that
She is her PhD now, so. But so I mean, there were plenty of people talking, but I just chimed in because of my experience in the lack of service and my concern for the community.
Yeah. This is going to come up because it's addressed in our town plan, as Amber pointed out, or the draft town plan. We've got some suggestions that have come up that the language is a little concerning.
Oh, so to that point, I attended the last planning commission meeting. Were you? You weren't there. Were you?
I recorded it. I wasn't
Oh,
physically.
that's right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And so there was a line, they kept combining cell tower and wind. And it was prohibit cell tower and wind, da 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 da. And I said, can we eliminate the word cell tower from that? Gone.
Yeah.
So, well, we want to make sure it makes it into the next
Yeah.
thing, but there was I think a positive movement forward towards we need a cell tower.
We need cell towers.
I'm
We
really
absolutely
glad to
need
hear that.
We need service. I don't care if you put it on a silo, down. The problem with the ones that look like trees, just to explain, it's really a pole. And the way you get your branches for your trees are the cell phone carriers. Each branch is a carrier. So when you're in large populated areas, those things look like trees. How many carriers you think are going to dial up? 3 or 4?
We're
You
gonna
know,
need
you're
tree
gonna,
warden.
it's going to be carried around Christmas tree, right? You're all going to have to go sing around it to bring it up. So I've seen the ones that look like windmills, and they're very nice. They look like a windmill. You put it up, and then they put the antenna off of the windmill.
Oh.
My ex-brother-in-law, I guess the way to put it, my sister's ex-husband, used to lease land and put cell phone towers up. So I've seen a lot of different
Okay.
styles. I have seen and been in conversations with them, right, where certain municipalities say, you want to put a tower up here? This is what it has to look like. You just can't put a tower. We want, a windmill.
Right.
We want a 120-foot windmill. We want a 140-foot windmill. We want it on a church steeple that may be high enough. I don't think we have any structures here that's going to get us high enough to give us the distance. So the key here for those who are concerned about aesthetics is trying to keep it within an aesthetically pleasing look that would may be found up here, which may be the windmill option.
Yep.
But then you've got to find someone who wants to put out the money to put the windmill and the carriers who want to pay for the space for the said windmill.
Mhm.
So to me,
Excuse
We
me.
might have the choice. We might not have that
Yeah.
much choice.
well, that's the key, right? Because we are a very small rural
Yeah.
area. So we may have to put a tower.
On the list. We're not like that was the other thing that the people that were opposed to is this may be our only chance. We are not high on the list of towns that Verizon is interested in.
Right. I don't think they care about our
Yeah.
connectivity because so small.
Yeah.
So small of their subscribers.
We're not.
Right. It needs to be tall for them to care about our location.
Yeah, we have to get it high enough and height. one conversation I had with one individual, they were like, well, I want to keep them lower to the ground, then we could put, I said, but lower to ground means 5 or 6 of them.
Right, one
You put
tall, one
tall
old.
one, and it'll, you know, you can beam out 5 miles. You got one in the whole area. And, you know, so I think the problem, no, I don't want to put it as a problem. The potential challenge that we have to overcome is a lot of people in the town are coming to the realization we're going to need it. And what we really need is the townspeople to come and say, this is what we want, put it in the plan.
So when we had that community forum back last year, that was very much the consensus, and we had 100 people at that, I think.
Yeah, I dialed in for it.
There were a lot of
Consensus.
people there, and it was anyway, we are well over 9 o'clock. And
Yeah.
this is a conversation that we will continue.
Is
to
it
have.
really hit for 9? We were doing so well. I
We
thought it
were.
was like 8.
We were.
All right, so,
Changes, could you send me the
Final?
final draft, please, or the final?
Okay, so that was a push, and I have it, I believe.
so
I've had people who question me about it, and I said, I have a draft, but I don't have the final.
Right. I will send that to everybody, and I wondered if we should file it in the town as our official support.
Yep.
Okay.
Excellent idea.
So without further ado, anything else regarding the mail?
Nope.
I think we were deep into others already. Were there any others?
Nope. That is so fancy schmancy. Look at us go.
What's the QR code bring us
Go
to?
on that, please.
Very nice.
The website.
I like it. I like
I
it.
like it.
Thank
Very
you.
cool.
So I'm gonna, yeah.
Thank you.
that
Thank
was-
you.
Amber, and it's one on the front door. That people in the office.
They can scan.
There's both of the QR codes, so they can view the private website, the hours, all that jazz. One I have for the library that I've got to drop off on Saturdays, and I was in my car,
Right.
but it's going there, so maybe they could put that in their little box there.
Nice.
Excellent.
QR.
Thank you.
We're coming up into the technology.
Look at us.
Getting there, baby. Kicking and screaming.
And if we get a cell tower, people could scan it.
Right there. It's it. Right there.
And with
Any
that,
other others?
could I make a motion?
Just make sure we have no other others? No other others? Yes.
No,
make that a
I'll
motion.
make a motion that we adjourn. It is 9:08.
Do I have a second?
Second.
There you go. Amber seconds it. Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Went 4-0. Thank you. Let's go. Start recording. Yeah.